Back when mama was bored, the pot to steam milk. Way before Balenci's in the Versace silk. I just knew I had to do something, cause I looked around and nobody was doing nothing. Well, time to focus and get my grind on. Before the jewels, I naturally got my shine on. Yeah, and it was my turn to roll the dice. Take a shot at this game, the one we call life. Yeah, first I started to break them grams down. Yeah, then I started to put my mans down. Yeah, and we've been ballin' ever since. It's a marathon, but I've been out here really running sprints. And I can't trust a nigga who gon'
Yo, what's going on out there, world? It's your boy Ro, and you are on the Know Your Ro podcast. Now, today we got some very special guests, but before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to our company of the week. And this week's company of the week that we're gonna shout out is Hardin Dispensary. Hardin, located in several states, and they're providing you with everything from vapes to different cannabis directly with the flower or your edibles, whatever's to your pleasing. It's available at Hardin. Now, today we have a legend straight from the East Coast. This man has done a song with Jadakiss. He has tracks with Rick Ross. This man has been on Love and Hip Hop. He's touring and he goes on stages with thousands of fans cheering and chanting his name. And he's the one that made it while all the other rappers in the city quit and they fell off to the wayside. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mesa, Mr. 100 Summers. What's going on?
God damn. That's how we starting it?
That's you.
Yeah,
that's
word.
you.
Good looking, man. I appreciate it.
Now, Mesa did not come alone. He also came with the key influencer who has done multiple events, and she has a huge following of her own. This woman has stood on her own ground and made it all the way from doing tours and Jeeps at the Grand Canyon to becoming one of the most known influencers on the internet right now. Please give it up for Ms Steph. How you doing, Steph?
I'm good, thank you. I love the intro.
Of course, man. And these is my folks, man. I've known them for years, man. Mason and I have got multiple tracks together that we've done with Castro, with Inhale as well.
That's a fact, yeah.
Yeah, and he got me connected with Vado.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, man, you've got your new album that's getting ready to drop. So who's some of the people that you got on that album?
I got on that album, it's like a 22 song album. Probably the most songs I've ever done on an album. I got Vado, Axel Leon, Chevy Woods, J.R. Castro, Justin Love, Baby Youngin, Jay Mills, Corey Guns, Remy Boy Monty. Yeah, I got a lot of people on this album.
Jacquees also, right?
I got Jacquees on the album.
Okay.
I don't know I'm missing people.
Jay Mills, right?
Yeah, I got Jay Mills on the album. Yeah, shout out to Jay Mills. You got a
stacked album, dude.
Yeah,
when does that drop?
It should be dropping this summer. I'm already gonna start releasing stuff, you know. So.
Dope. And so speaking of Summer, the nickname, every time I'm tagging, I'm like, yo, Mr. 100 Summers. What does that come from? Where's the Mr. 100 Summers?
Just because I'm a summer baby. I was born in August, and then I just like summer, and it was always a thing where like. Even growing up, we was always going to Miami, like at 15, 16 years old, you know what I mean? Like, when we was just still in high school, go over there. So we was always like, the summer vibe was our thing, you know what I mean? So 100 Summers came from me wanting to be like, yo, I had a crazy idea. Really, 100 Summers stems from me having a crazy idea of wanting to make 100 albums, right? And like, if I don't make it to 100 summers, at least I could have 100 albums in the vault that'll last 100 summers. You know what I mean?
That's hard.
So I mean, that's like a lifetime. That's like a lifetime commitment to try to do. It's tough, but you know,
man.
You never know.
No, that's an accomplishment, dude. And I wish we had like one of Clue's bombs just right on that. So, with that, I wanted to ask you because to have that longevity in the game. There's a lot of cats where you grew up that was rapping. Mm-hmm. They said it was their dream. They said it was their passion. Mm-hmm. They fell off on the wayside. They couldn't keep going.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
Yeah.
You kept going. You the longest one running.
Yeah. Facts.
So how was that? How'd you do it? What was your motivation?
I could say that was part of my motivation too. Still to this day, whatever,
not wanting to see me be in the position I'm in. I kind of use all that as motivation, but I look at it like Neo, like in the Matrix. You know what I mean? You got a whole bunch of people that start the race, but you gotta be. I feel like you gotta be a chosen one to like. You gotta have a certain type. You gotta have a certain type of thick skin to last in this game. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
So
there's a lot of cats that when I went to school, they were all saying the same thing, that they wanted to be rappers, they wanted to do it, and they fell off on the wayside. And it almost felt like development camp. You know what I mean? And
facts, yo.
And every single time that there was another challenge, I would see this is where they fell off.
Yeah,
they fell off. They couldn't handle the drug part.
Yeah.
The drugs took them out. They couldn't handle the legal part. They couldn't handle the professionalism. They couldn't grind. So to be able to make it past all of it, and you're signed right now, right?
Well, I would have said, I did a one album deal with a label called Hooli Nation out in Austin, Texas. Shout out to my man RGN 150. And I've been tapping into the Texas market a lot. I felt like it was a good fit for me at the time, and we've been doing a lot of good stuff. So I'm excited for everything that I'm doing with them. And shit, if it goes well, I don't mind doing another album deal with them. You know what I mean? I got an option to renew. You know what I mean? But other than that, I wouldn't say that I've gone through everything yet. I'm still going through shit. You know what I mean? It's just at this point, I would say it's probably just. I guess it looks easy from the outside.
Right.
Looking in. But I'm more used to taking losses than anything now. Like if if I'm not taking any losses, I feel like something weird is going on. You know what I mean?
Of course, man. But you know what? It don't look like you taking no losses. You keep your chin up and you just grind through it. You would never know that you got any of this. Now, Steph, I want to ask you. You hold it down for my boy. What is that like? Like you see the challenges and the struggles that he got to go through. The world's on his shoulders. How do you hold it down for him?
Just be there for him. And most importantly, support him and everything he does, no matter what is going on. I'm always going to be there.
Man, and of course, no. And so you see like the Love and Hip Hop. How was that for you watching him on Love and Hip Hop?
I loved it. I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, it was tough. It's difficult, right? However, I know that's something he's always like strived for and pursued in his career, like acting. So no matter what, it makes me feel like that's his career, and I have to support that.
Right,
and I have to understand that as well.
And so in that, like one of the episodes, he came with the flowers and he did the big date and everything. So I know, like you probably were like, yeah, like you're like, yeah, like she gonna have to run my. But no, so that's the romantic side of it. Right. But he's bought you a lot of flowers too, right?
He has.
And he has delivery services for you to go to Malavita. So you get to see that romantic side and also seeing him as a father too.
Right. That's beautiful.
Absolutely. And man, I remember the last time I seen Steph was at the Bad versus Wild.
Yeah.
And so she was there serving drinks and shit just got crazy. You know, there was fights left and right everywhere. And you're at a lot of these events from convention centers. What's some of the craziest shit that you've seen from the events that you've been hosting?
I see all kinds of stuff, especially intoxicated people, getting out of hand. The girls getting wild, throwing hands, acting like men. I don't know. It was everything. I can't even.
There's a lot of that, man. Yeah.
Especially in nightlife. Like I'm in the nightlife industry, so that's just dealing with drunks all the time. So that never gets old. It's always entertaining.
Yes, man. We used to work together at a nightclub, and there was rats, there was ghosts, there was people fighting.
I don't know about the rats, but I remember the ghosts.
Oh man, no, the rats was everywhere. Like it was crazy, man. Like there was some shit like that was my first experience in working in the nightlife. Okay. And like a lot of y'all, like, you know, the girls that were there was just like, this is just normal. Like this is nightlife. This is what it's like. And
are you sure there was rats?
110% sure there was rats.
I would have flipped.
Yeah, they were in the walls. Like if you opened up food in the kitchen, you'd hear them scurrying on the top.
No.
It was bad, man. And that people got stabbed.
Are we gonna say the club or no?
It's closed now.
Yeah, they shut down.
Right? They're closed, so we could say it now, right? I don't know. I'll leave them. I'll leave them cool.
Yeah, don't say the name.
They might reopen. We'll see.
But you know, they're definitely gonna reopen with a new spot with a new name. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we don't want to
yeah.
do them dirty.
No. So this spot though, yeah, man. I remember we seen some shit, dude. I remember there was a time where I was part of the people that was cleaning and I'm walking around and then they send a text in the group message and they're like, yo, there's a dildo on the floor. Like, can somebody go pick that up? And like I looked up, I looked at my phone and I was like, yo, I put it back in my pocket and I get another text and it's my boy. He's like, nigga, I seen you look at your phone. Like, I ain't picking that up. So but man, so getting away from that, it feels better just to be on the opposite side. You know what I mean? Where you don't have to work so hard. And now you get to go to the club and enjoy the club sometimes. Yeah. So you guys have had a few experiences that you guys been out, like, you know, popping bottles with Rick Ross.
Yeah.
So what was that like?
I mean, hanging out with Ross is just what you see on Instagram. You know what I mean? He's a good time. He's not a hater. You know what I mean? He shows love. You know, whenever I see him, I'm in the section with him. He always invites me over, says what's up to me. Shows love. It's, you know, his whole camp. I fuck with his whole camp. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's motivation anytime you chill with Ross, you know?
Absolutely.
He motivates you to want to make $1 billion, especially when you go to his house in Atlanta. I went for the first car show, and man, you need a go-kart to be riding around in the house. He has cattle. Like,
damn.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's motivational. I'll tell you this much. You know, I went to Ross's car show, and I looked at my boy, and I looked at him. I said, "Whatever we're doing, we're not doing enough." That's
right. That's that motivation now.
It's like, whatever we do, we're not doing enough, man. Because look at this, man. So yeah, shout out to Rose. That's my guy.
No, absolutely, man. And you've been shutting it down. I seen that you just had a performance this week.
Yeah, in Haltom City.
Yeah. Okay.
With
where was that?
D-Baby. In Haltom City, Texas.
Okay.
With D-Baby. Yeah.
So man, and it's cold because you're cultured in a lot of these cities. You're not just in the East Coast. Yeah. You tapped in everywhere. Like you said, going to Miami.
I tried to. Now I'm going to go concentrate more like Midwest. Texas is a good state to concentrate. I like the way the fans engage over there. You know, Joyner Lucas let me open up for him in San Antonio. It was like 1,500 people sold out. A lot of Hispanic fans, you know, so I got to start tapping in with my people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
That love hip hop, you know. Everybody's expecting me to do like, you know, Spanish music, and I'm not opposed to it. Eventually, I probably will more than likely do so because I have so many friends that are in the industry. But it's just knowing your market or where you're gonna gain the fan base at. You know what I mean? So I like the Midwest. I like the West Coast. You know, all the middle states that nobody really goes to. Them small cities. I'm about to go on tour with ESG.
Okay.
From the Screwed Up Click in Texas. And it's like they doing like the whole state. So I'm gonna go just cover that ground. East Coast is cool, but it'd be a tough crowd in the East Coast, you know what I mean? It's tough. It's a tough crowd in the East Coast.
But I mean, like I seen you get love in places the moment you touch it down and start chopping with everybody. And everybody's cool with you because, you know, your vibe, your essence, what you bring to the table. Even like in Las Vegas, you're not just visiting. You come out here and you tap in with the culture. You know everybody. You've got friends out here, you know, that are practically like family. You know what I mean? Like, and even when a very close friend of ours, Tabitha, when she passed away.
Rest in peace, Tabby.
Yes, rest in peace, Tabby, man. And it affected you too. You were close with her. She's been in videos. You guys got to hang out.
Yeah, she was a sweetheart.
Yeah, absolutely. And your heart is with Vegas now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Vegas is basically like my second home now, you know? Yeah. Miami used to be my second home. Miami's still my home no matter what, because I still go over there. I got family over there, whatever the case may be. But for some reason, I don't know. I got to give a shout out to AJ. AJ was the one that put me on to Vegas. He came out here first, started working for 97.5 at the time. That was back when me and Moore was out here.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was young. I was like, you know, it was like so long ago, and I was just like in Jersey. You know, I ain't know nothing but Jersey, and he's like, "Yo, come to my crib. You can stay here." I stayed there for 2 weeks, and I remember coming back to Jersey, and I'm like, "Man, fuck Jersey." like, yo, I'm going back to Vegas and you know.
Yeah, man. And
from there, those are the grassroots.
You come out here, you show love, and then
you show me love too. You know,
yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah. So seriously, like, remember when we did the track together, Prosperity? So you was in there, your boy was there. We're in the studio. Mm-hmm. You dropped your verse, and I was like, "Yo, that shit's hot." And you're like, "Yeah, check that out." I said, "All right, cool." And then you hit the blunt, you passed it, and you left, and no one knew. We all sit there, and like an hour go by. I'm like, "Yo, where's Mesa at?" Like, this nigga ain't come back, and it was just on the move, just busy. It's just like, "Yo, your boy was sitting there, he's like thinking with the restroom." Said, "Nah, they ain't left, bro." Like,
he's notorious. For doing
that's my
that.
signature move, man.
Just dipped out. I was like, "All right, cool."
Like, bouncing, Irish goodbye. I don't like saying goodbye. You know what I mean?
No, I feel that.
See you later.
Exactly. Hey, real talk is everything that you speak into existence is everything. It's that power is real.
Yeah, be same.
Now we're gonna get into this next segment that we do.
Okay.
Where you're gonna do 2 lies, 1 truth.
Okay.
So you're gonna tell us 2 lies about yourself and 1 thing true. I'm gonna guess it. She gonna guess it. Steph, you're gonna do your 2 lies and 1 truth too.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kick off first.
Okay.
All right. So first one. I'm an ordained minister. You laughing over?
But this might be true. With you, that might be true. Because yo, you might be out here marrying people. You know what I mean?
I'm an ordained minister. I'm a skilled break dancer, and I've had 23 jobs in my life.
You're definitely a skilled break dancer. That's true.
That's when you think it's true?
Yeah.
Steph, what you think?
I agree with that.
I'm an ordained minister.
You marry people?
I've married 2 people so far. I'm an ordained minister. So hey, it's
all.
Man, exactly. You know, I just switched the suit and now I'm in a whole different mind. So, Mesa, you ready? You got yours?
Let me see. 2 truths?
Yeah. No, 2 lies, 1 truth.
All right, cool. Mm-hmm. So, man, this is tough. Okay. Let me think. All right. So you got to find out the truth out of the 3, right?
We got to figure it out.
Okay. All right, hold on. Give me a second.
Let them cook.
Give me a second. I know how to play the violin.
Okay.
Manolo from Scarface has sniffed coke in front of me.
Oh shit. Okay.
And my sister was in Broadway shows. Yeah, I gave you 3.
That's tough. Because I low-key believe them all.
You know how to play the violin.
Huh?
You know how to play the violin?
I'm going to go with...
Can I say it or no?
I'm going to go with the Broadway. Which one is it?
No, the Broadway and violin are wrong.
What?
Yeah.
You saw who sniffed coke?
Manolo from Scarface. This is the true story.
Oh shit!
That happened.
Yo, can we get into it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'm like 19 years old. Again, like we're just talking about in Miami, right? Used to go to Miami a lot when I was younger. And at the time, Wet Willie's, was it Wet Willie's or Fat Tuesdays? Whichever one shut down. I think it was Wet Willie's or Fat Tuesdays. One of the 2. I can't remember. Whichever one is still operating on South Beach, it would be the opposite of that one. Anyways, so obviously, you're 19 years old. Scarface is probably the most legendary movie ever, right? Mm-hmm. So when you're 19 years old, right? You're young. You're kind of naive in a sense, right?
Right.
But I go to a Wet Willie's or Fat Tuesday, whichever one it was, and it's me and all my boys, and we look at the bar. And it's Manolo from Scarface, bro.
Oh, shit.
Steven Bauer, that's his name.
Yeah.
Right? And yo, we lose it. We're like, yo, bro, you're Manolo from Scarface? I'm like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, yo, we couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? So we end up buying him a drink or whatever and shit. And then he ends up playing pool with us at Wet Willie's or whatever. And then he's like, yo, hey guys, we should take this party to my apartment. We went to my apartment. I got a couple bottles there, And I'm like, what? Damn. I'm like, nah, this can't be life. He takes me and my boy to everybody else left. He takes me and my boy to his apartment. Takes a bottle of Black Label out. We start taking shots. Then he goes into his neighbor's apartment. They're having a party and like he lived in a condo high rise. You know what I mean? And then I'll never forget it. I had shorts, sneakers, and it was like the long T-shirt era.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I hung out with him the whole night, right? So he ends up taking us to the club, me and my boy. Now, mind you, I'm dressed not ready to go to the club.
Right, you in shorts and a long tee.
They're not even letting people in with shorts. You know what I mean? But I'm with Manolo from Scarface.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like, so he lets me in, bro. And then I'm with him in the club. We meet up with some Russian guy, right? This Russian guy pulls out the fancy ass tool to sniff coke in. It was like a vial with the spoon already in it. Like you click it open, thing, and like they offered it to me, and I was like, nah, I'm good. But yo, I couldn't believe it, right? So that we chill all night. Then we're in a taxi, right? Oh no, my boy, shout out to my boy, Kevbone picks us up, right? And I'm telling him the whole time, bro, I'm with Manolo from Scarface right now. Like, we're getting drunk. He can't believe it, right? So my boy picks us up. I'm in the front seat. Manola's in the back. I kid you not. He whips out an empty bag of cocaine. He flicks it, and he's like, yo, anybody don't know we got more yayo? Oh. Yo, me and my boy looked at each other and was like, yo, is this a movie? Like, is this a real life movie? So yeah, that was my experience with Manolo from Scarface. Sorry I had to put the business out there, but it's nothing different than what was watching in the movie.
Exactly. You just lived it.
Forgive me. I have my story with Manolo from Scarface. You know what I mean? But this is a true story, though.
That's hard, man.
It's a true story, yeah.
That's some hard shit. Yeah. It's funny, even down to the Russian dude with the go-go gadget coke dispenser.
I swear to God, yo, I ain't never seen no shit like this.
Shit, man. Yeah, it's wild. The shit that you will see. I remember one time when I was in a cab out here, and it was an Uber, so it was like the ride share. So like how you could split it. Yeah. One of the dudes in there, he just bust out a bag and just started doing bumps in front of everybody in there. But you know what I mean? So seeing that in Miami and it's Manolo, that's way different than just some random nigga.
It's almost a little acceptable because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be honest with you, anybody else does that in front of me, I'll be like, what the fuck you doing? You know what I mean? Right. But, it's Manolo. It's like, this is what he does. You kind of already know he does this, right?
Exactly.
It's like, you know what I mean? So, I enjoyed it. I didn't judge him. I was grateful. I was grateful he hung out with me. Shit, I never hung out with him again since. You know what I mean? But grateful he hung out with me, bro. That's a crazy
might reach
story.
Out, man. That's dope.
You know what I mean?
That's hard. Steph, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, go for it.
First, it's 2 lies and a truth, right?
Yep.
Okay. I learned how to drive in a Cutlass. I was born in LA, and I have a famous family member.
How old were you when you drove the Cutlass? I'm going to see, because that would tell me right there. How old were you?
I was in high school.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Cutlass.
I'm gonna go with the family member.
Mesa, you're right. I learned how to drive in a Cutlass in high school.
You West Coast. She a West Coast girl. You know what I mean? She a West Coast girl, but she would, she loves the East Coast, man. You know what I mean?
So did you almost crash?
I did not. No, I had a good teacher. Actually, it was my neighbor. And I don't know why I decided to drive the Cutlass. They're like, all right, get in. You're going to drive with one hand, though. I'm like, all right. So I'm driving. It was a huge car. It had, like, the big wheels and all that good stuff. And I was trying to drive. I couldn't even see because I was so little. And, It was interesting. It was great. I was driving with both hands at first. Like, no, you're going to drive with one hand. So I was like, driving with one hand. I'm like,
this is your first time driving.
Yeah.
You're doing it with one hand. Gangster.
Yes. Great time.
So speaking of famous family members, so you Ms Steph 702 on Instagram.
Yep.
This is Mr. 100 Summers. When you gonna change it to Miss 100
no.
Summers?
Come
on.
Been talking?
I'm an ordained minister. We can do it right here, right now.
Ooh, that's a big change. I don't know.
I'm not even looking that way.
No
if you
comment.
I'm not even looking that way right now.
That would change my identity.
I'm not even looking that way right now.
No. See, look, we'll do it right here. This is gonna be the first time that you see it. Do you? No, no. But for real, like you guys get to travel together.
Yeah.
And you guys get to experience a lot. And with that, and these connections, whenever there's some things that pop in the media, now it starts to affect you directly. You know what I mean? Because that's your peoples out there.
Yeah.
Right now, one of the biggest things that's going on is this beef between Kendrick and Drake.
Yeah.
One of your boys is involved in this.
Yeah.
Rose. So before we get to hear who you, man. So like, man, like, do you ever be like, I gotta walk on eggshells when I say, when I post on this, or you just?
I fuck with Rose, man. That's my guy.
I
fuck with who fucks with me.
Okay, so
I got none against nobody. To be honest with you, I enjoy the sportsmanship and everybody. You know, that rap is getting back into that place where people are battling. And truth of the matter is, it was too mixy and too friendly to begin with.
Yeah.
One thing I will say though, and this is probably going to fall on deaf ears, is it applies to the men and to the girls. One thing I feel rappers need to stop rapping about is fucking other niggas' girls. I feel like, first of all, there's no real effort put into coming up with a rhyme scheme when it comes to that topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like the girls, for the queens, y'all need to not be used as pawns. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these guys are notorious for going after a rapper's girlfriend or going after a dude's girlfriend just because if they do end up doing something with the girl, it's like bragging points or whatever the case may be. But to be honest with you, the girls gotta be smarter, and you know some girls don't give a fuck either too, right?
Yeah.
But if y'all queens, be queens. Don't be used as a pawn and get caught up in an ego game between men. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I think that's one thing that because I seen a lot of guys get left over doing shit like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So it's just like, if you're gonna rap, let's keep it bars, let's keep it lyrical. You know what I mean? But for me, when you start rapping like, "Oh, I fucked your bitch," and then it's just like, it's just a little corny to me. You know what I mean?
And I mean, it goes beyond corny. People take that shit very serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like one of the biggest feuds of all time was Pac versus Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
The moment that you hear first off, fuck your clique, and the first off, fuck your bitch, and the clique you claim, like that's the first.
Yeah, I
thing.
mean, you got conscious niggas like me that'll say that. You know, you got a lot of ignorant niggas that'll be like, man, fuck that, I'm gonna fuck that nigga's bitch, and that's just how it is. So that's why mainly coming from a man, I'm probably speaking for the women mainly. Don't for the women. Don't be used as a pawn. You know what I mean?
No.
Because that's all it is. These men, these rappers, they're gonna get at you because you was dating this other rapper, and all they doing it is just to get at you, or get at him through you. It's just like in a game of chess, they attack the queen before they can get to the king. You know
Speak on it. Speak on it.
You know what I mean? So it's just for the women, don't be caught up as pawns between back and forth with these rappers. The shit is corny anyways, you know what I mean?
Exactly, man. And at the end of the day, it can escalate to a point where there's no point of return no more. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Where even in the industry that I'm in, working in this, I've dealt with people who try to get under my skin by being like, yo, I know you talked to so-and-so, or, oh, this and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they do that to try to get at you. And hell yeah, I got pissed off. I got mad, you know, but you got to dial back and be like, yo, what is this really about?
It's a dangerous game to play.
Right.
You feel me? And I don't personally know, I don't know Drizzy. I don't know him personally, you know what I mean? But I do know that like a lot of his tactics are that, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a dangerous game to play because you just never know who you're gonna rub off the wrong way that way. And and bullets don't got no names, you know what I mean?
No.
So it's just like you just gotta be careful, you know what I mean? Just keep it lyrical, you know, and just keep it rap, keep it skill, you know what I mean? And that's it. But I'm enjoying the show.
So what did you think about Ross's diss?
I just feel like I would want them to keep going a little more. You know, I feel like Ross's diss is like, you know, they know each other. You know what I mean? So
Right.
there's bars in there that I don't really understand because it's like me dissing somebody from my neighborhood that I know. You know, like there's certain shit that I'm gonna say that only, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I know there's a lot of that in it, but I give it to him for responding fast,
Quick.
Dropping a video to it. You know what I mean? And supposedly, you know, let's see if Drake responds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You know, it's dope because he had a response the same day.
yeah, shout out to Trop Da Vinci. He was the engineer that recorded that. You know, Ross is like that, bro. That's one thing about Ross, bro. Ross is like that. You know what I mean? So, and his pen game is crazy. So,
Yeah. And he's the only one that did a music video too.
Yeah.
Video hard.
yeah. You know, you got J. Cole apologize, which, you know, J. Cole's diss was hard until
It
he
was.
apologized, you know?
Right. But you know what? He got his reasons. I'm not a fan of the apology, but he's got his reasons, and I'm not going to judge too hard on it.
No, I'm not gonna judge him, but it's just like when you like look at the sport aspect of it, like when 50 was when Jadakiss went at 50, like Jadakiss didn't back down. He fucking smoked 50, you know,
Yeah.
lyrically on wax. I'm saying not career wise because nobody could ever stop 50's career, you know. What I mean?
Right.
But you know, it was good to see 50 and Jada on stage not too long ago.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's good for the sport no matter what. So I'll take it. You know what I mean?
Because we get to see the best of the best with this.
Yeah.
Right now, with Kendrick and what came out, a lot of people were judging it. People were talking about the voice. People were talking about the bars.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. If you ask me who's winning right now, the battle, you know, I would want to see more Ross and Drake than anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like the Kendrick response, I know he's saying some shit in it, but that's not the aggression you need to respond. You know, you talking about Drake, bro. He's a sniper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not the energy you got to come at him. Like, you know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know, man. I feel like and this is me possibly being just biased because I'm from the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think Kendrick came with some serious heat in the sense of the subliminals where, like what you talked about, like where we from the hood, I might say
they
something
both talking.
about...
They both talking shit that we don't. You know, that's nothing. That's why it's not good to be too mixy and friendly in this game. You
Exactly, man. Because he even...
Because these guys were all cool at one point, doing shows at one point. Everybody. I'm talking about everybody. I didn't even know French, like the whole thing with French Montana and the cease and desist.
Exactly.
I didn't know until Ross said it, right? So there's so much going on into detail. You know, you got Metro Boomin and Future. Like, it's just like, it's literally like the Avengers.
Man,
right now,
exactly.
you know? But it's good because I feel like everybody that's been in the game, I feel like their bellies are full, and it's time to let some new acts in
Right.
to do their thing. You know what I mean?
That I 110% agree.
So
I think it's funny, like, you know, when Kanye came out with his diss,
yo, you know, I wasn't mad at it.
I wasn't mad at it either, but
Yeah.
it was just like you said, like the Avengers. It's like the portal opened up and he just flew into the battle, and he's like, "Yo, on your left, like I'm in here too." And it's crazy, like, you know, everybody had something to say,
Yeah.
and a lot of people, it seemed like they were holding back for a while, and that Kumbaya era is out, and now it's back to competition.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be heavy hitting albums, heavy hitting tracks, and now you're going to be able to really see somebody in their penmanship and their worth.
I want to see more of the guys that I know could kick ass. And like I would want to see more, like, you know, I would love to see the Game get involved. I would love to see Benny the Butcher get involved.
Yo, Benny be cool.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of guys that these rappers stay away from.
Yeah.
Because they just know. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so you remember it's like boxing. These guys pick the fights they can win. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So somebody gonna come and be like, "Yo, Mr. 100 Summers, 99 Summers."
yeah, you know what I mean?
And now you gotta get on wax.
They gonna try, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you'd be ready if somebody came at
Bro,
you.
I be getting at everybody, bro. Like, it's just, to this day, I still be rapping about shit that getting at people, you know what I mean? It's just a part of it, you know what I mean?
So a lot of rappers, they got kind of like the Batman utility belt. You know, Batman's got his utility belt. He's ready for anything. Just in case. You know, even if you my boy Superman, I got that kryptonite on me, just in case. Do you have your secret written lyrics just in case if anybody like pop off like, yo, I'm ready for whatever?
Not really. But, you know, I could get busy whenever. It's just if you get me angry, then.
Yeah, it happens organically.
Yeah.
Because I seen like when you write like the beat cut on and then you just snap into a whole different zone.
Yeah.
You're not talking, you writing.
Yeah. I don't talk. I start focusing, but you know, it all comes with the inspiration. Even the anger is inspiration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you feel angry or people say something, she'll tell you. You know, I got to show her all the time. I get hate messages. You know what I mean? Like people send me like, you know. Sometimes I be letting that shit get to me, but then in a weird way, and the silver lining between it is that it turns into motivation to the music. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
And you don't let it distract you and take you off your game.
No,
you know
I try not to. No, yeah.
Because it's just another pawn move.
Yeah.
So, what do you say as advice to any of the women that are trying to hold it down for a man that's in the industry of entertainment in any aspect?
Look, I am not a relationship expert at all, but since we're kind of in similar industry, it's easier because, again, I'm very understanding when it comes to it. But if you are going to be with someone that is in his field, you gotta understand. I think that's the most important part, is understand what he does and respect what he does, and also trust until it's broken, of course, right? But it's difficult, but it is what it is. I'm in the same field, so I expect the same in return.
It takes a lot of faith, man, and a lot of trust. And that's what a lot of relationships are failing in right now. They don't got no trust. And this could be from, you know, your boy that work at T-Mobile. And his girl, like, who you on the phone with? Customers. Like, but you gotta, if you got that trust, there's nothing to worry about.
There isn't, but women don't understand that if you're with someone and you don't trust them, there is no point in being in that relationship. So
yeah,
I'm with him knowing that I'm able to build. I know that I see the longevity of it, you know? So if I wasn't, like, if I didn't see that bigger picture, I would not be with this man.
Yeah.
And how do you handle, like what he talked about, where guys try to holler at somebody else's girl because they know
he
her?
knows. No one approaches me.
Good.
I'm
That's
an
solid.
asshole, so
That's solid.
He knows better.
So
he tried to pursue me for a while, and I did not pay attention. So. Remind them how long it took you.
Jeez.
Exactly.
It's a long time.
Everyone knows not to approach Stephanie. So.
But you know what? That persistence paid off. And now,
yo, Rose is funny.
I was single for 6 years. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, no. I remember when he was telling me, he was just like, "Yo," he was just like, he was talking about you. He was like, "I'm excited, I'm hyped," and he was talking about the smile and everything, and then the flowers. So seeing like now we sitting in here, and he's even helping you to make sure you look right for the camera right now.
I know, I love it.
Like that was like real shit.
Yeah.
Like that was dope, man. Like seriously, I've seen multiple couples. We had a few couples on the show, and like just seeing you like be like, yo, like you let me fix your hair, move this out the way.
We support. We got to. We're in the same industry, so it just makes sense. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Constantly looking out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you guys get on and you grow. I seen a quote one time that said, you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together.
Yeah.
And y'all going together all the way through and through.
My guy.
On this beef, just to close out on that, who do you got so far that you think is going to be the one when the dust clear?
In the beef?
Yeah.
Can't say it right now. It's too early.
Too early to count.
You just don't know who's gonna pop in this beef now. You know what I mean?
You're right. Shit, Pac might come back. He did.
Well, he did.
He did.
He did come back for a minute. I mean, I wasn't. Be honest with you, I don't appreciate it. You know
I
what
didn't
mean?
appreciate it either.
Yeah, like leave that man alone. Like for real, there's no disrespect to no rappers in the game, but you know, there's not one rapper that's ever been the only rapper that's close to Tupac. To me, in my opinion, is DMX. For me, it's Tupac and DMX. I feel like they're both kind of like the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, you could never like. You know, we don't know if Pac was alive today if he would even be fucking with 90% of these rappers. You know what I
Probably
mean?
wouldn't.
I doubt it.
So you know what I mean?
He's too real.
Yeah, like I don't leave him alone, man.
Like, what I think is funny.
Leave my guy alone.
Like what you mentioned with DMX. DMX to me has one of the hardest disses of all time. You know, that Party Up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. And they play it all the time. Now, there's rumors that people were saying that was actually about Eminem. Because when he's like, whatever you smoking on that makes you think you Superman, I got the kryptonite, I'll slap you with my dick in the mic like that.
Holy shit, for real?
And then he goes, but I'm not him, all right, Slim? So watch what you do.
Holy shit, you just blew my mind. I ain't know that.
Bro, and
but you know what? Yo, if any, they were like titans at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like X and M, like their era, they were titans, bro.
Come on, bro. Because even think about that. I love my baby mama. I never let her go. Like, the whole thing. A lot of people are saying that was actually about him.
Damn, bro.
And
How I
just
never caught that, bro? That's crazy.
That's check.
You
That's
just
chess.
blew my mind, yo.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yo. Shout out to X, man. Rest in peace, man.
Man.
One, Tupac and then DMX, both my favorite rappers of all time. That DMX Dark and Hell is Hot album changed my life. I was in 5th grade. I'll never forget it. I had a tape deck player for it, the Sony one. And bro, it's just sonically what that album did in 1996 or 7?
I think it's 6.
6?
Yeah.
96, right?
Bro, it was I seen his last performance. It was out here in Vegas, and it was crazy. That night was just wild in general. So we were there, and it was at Hakkasan. So we're in the crowd, me and my boy, he's got his voice always cracks when he gets loud, when he gets drunk, you know. So we out there, we cheering so much, and where my dogs at? We like woo 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 woo.
Mm.
My boy's arf, 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 arf. And like X heard it from the stage and he's laughing about it. He can't even finish performing because he keeps hearing this chihuahua in the back. I'm like, yo, you can't bark with us. You gotta go bark over there. So, but he was just a loving dude, man, and it was dope. And yeah, that was December 30th, 2019. And I remember when we walked out, I was like, we ain't never gonna see nothing like that again.
Yeah,
like that was incredible, dude.
I heard some crazy stories with X, man. You'll be up like, you know, $20 million and he's outside, you know, just chilling on the block. Like, you wouldn't even know. Same clothes. If you notice, X was never into like design and stuff like that. He always kind of wore the same type of, like he's an icon, bro. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Like him, his dog Boomer. You know what I mean?
I remember one of the most gangster pictures I seen was him with the 2 dogs on the leashes, dude.
He used to
like,
really be outside with them dogs like that too.
that's what they said. It was like he run up on people, no gun, no pistol, just 2 dogs. Like, yo, you want me to back him off? Give me my money.
No
That's
lie.
cold, man. That's cold. And the cats that he ran with, they all went to school together. Busta Rhymes was at that school. Jay-Z was at
the
that
LAHH,
school.
you know, the LAHH Yonkers, you know what I mean?
So you got a bunch of legends, and growing up around that in the East Coast, there's a lot of pressure because how many legends come out of there?
Yeah, I mean, you know, those are like, you know, Kiss is like my coach. He's like my mentor, you know what I mean? It's sometimes, you know, I'll be in the studio with Vado, Lloyd Banks, and just hearing these guys lyrically, how they sound. I've been around these guys just soaking up like a sponge lately, and it's crazy, bro. It's just like, they're so nice. It's like, It's you can't even, you know. So I'm grateful I get to be around these guys, you know what I mean, and just soak up that greatness, you know what I mean.
I'm sure you picked up a lot of jewels from these dudes.
Yeah, just you know, just hearing them rap and seeing how they rap, you know. I feel like Vado's definitely top 10 rapper out of New York, you know.
Right.
It's cool, bro. It's cool to know. You know, it's where it all started at the East Coast, you know what I mean?
What's one of the gems that you would drop off on everybody that you heard from these legends?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The real gems lies within you. It's cool to meet these people and build with them and you know, but in all actuality, the secret really lies within you. It's whatever your talent is that brought you there. You know what I mean? That's what you should be focusing on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most of these guys, you know, at the end of the day, it's a sport, but nobody's gonna come save you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who you know. You know, I know a million rappers in the game, a million execs, industry people. You know what I mean? Nobody's just gonna come help you. Just doesn't work that way. So the quicker you realize that it lies within your team and the people around you, and then everybody else will come looking for you. You know what I mean?
Man, and it's facts. But one thing that's dope is when you have a team of people that are in your circle that actually care about you and want to help to uplift you. Like there was times when I was just like, you know what, man, I'm done with music right now. Like, nah, bro, nigga, come on, I'm sending you a track right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
What we gotta jump on, what we gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get in the stew. And it's people like that keep you going and give you the extra strength to survive the last leg of the marathon.
Yeah.
So
sometimes it be, you don't know what the universe is, while you're putting stuff out in the universe, you don't know what the universe is shooting back. So for example, like when I was taking a shower one day and fucking, I got my phone in the shower and I'm seeing mad people tag me in notifications, and I go to the notification and it's The Rock's page, you know what I mean? And I'm like, and at first I didn't believe it because I hear my music. He picked one of my songs to use as the reel, and during that time, you know, it'd be times like you'd be like, man, this career, shit kicks you in the ass. It takes so long to get it to where you want it to, right? But it'd be little moments like that too. So not so much what people say, right? But to have a person like The Rock, you know, jumping out of his truck and jumping into his private jet, and then having him think like, all right, what song am I gonna choose for this vibe? What am I feeling? And to have him pick one of my songs, you know what I mean?
Lessons.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, damn, I can't believe that. You know what I mean? So I never saw that coming either. You couldn't tell me 10 years ago that, you know,
it's hard
that The Rock was gonna be listening to one of my songs like that, or that album for that matter, because it's an album cut. You know, that wasn't ever a single that I promoted. So I'm actually dying to bump into The Rock and actually find out, like, ask him, like, yo, how did you, like, really tap into the album? How do you even know about it? You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
man, I remember the morning that I had a track that went viral, the Petty Coco song I did, where I woke up and it's just ding, zing, 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 zing. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I was like, you can't plan which one is going to be the song. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
And it just,
but you got to keep working, man.
Yeah.
Keep rolling with the punches.
So, man, I appreciate you guys. I want to hear your closing sentiments that you guys would like to give to the audience, to your fan base, to anybody that's a new fan that's just meeting you guys for the first time through this. What do you want to tell the people out there?
I'll let Steph go first.
No, you go first.
Oh, new album on the way. Look out for the new album. I got new videos coming out on World Star. Follow me on Instagram at Mr. 100 Summers. On Spotify, Mesa, Mesa. And that's it, man. Stay tuned for content. A lot of good music. If you enjoy good rap music, tap in. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Here I go.
Come see me at La Diabla.
I know. Come see me at Mala Vida.
Yeah.
La Diabla. Fridays and Saturdays. And follow me at Ms Steph 702. Not Ms 100 Summers yet, but you get the point. And that is all. Be safe, everyone.
I appreciate you guys for tuning in to another episode of Know Your Role. There's a lot that you could take away from here, but ultimately I want you guys just to focus on what Mesa said, man. It's in you. You got what it takes to just go ahead and push yourself to the next limit and make it to the next level. You can't wait for somebody else to help you. You guys have a great one. Thank you again.
You're ready.
Got it from the mud, now it's top floor living. Can't forget them nights when we had nothing in the kitchen. I learned from every lesson, now it's stars in the ceiling. Blood, sweat, and tears, that's the only thing I'm